Right. No guess. What do you want to know exactly?
What? Oh, no, she wanted to know. Like,
We're live.
And welcome back with Keep Late with Sarge. So, quick question, boys. A quick question. Why are there road rules?
Oh, we didn't even want this question.
No, we didn't want this question at all.
Why are there road rules?
Why are there road rules?
Because the government wants to control us.
It's all about a conspiracy, man.
It's a conspiracy, like COVID.
Thank you.
I wanted to be serious about this subject too, but
The spaghetti monster.
quickly, safety.
Safety, yep.
So that you can predict what other road users are going to do.
You can't
do that shit.
No. Reasonably predict.
All right, I'll tell you a joke.
Okay,
right now.
if you come up to a giveaway sign and the other person coming up to a stop sign, you can reasonably predict that they're going to stop 99 times out of 100. That driver will stop, and you've got the giveaway sign. That driver knows that you got a giveaway sign. You go, they stop.
I'll tell you a joke about it. Mind reader.
Okay, is it going to take forever?
He's still trying to tell the joke.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So, safety, reasonably predict what other road users are going to do, and respect for other road users.
There's a fourth.
Oh, there's many more, but I just said the top three, top three.
Monetary side of the fines.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Fight the fines.
Tax.
Yep. What's that called?
Tax.
What's that called? Revenue raising.
Revenue
raising.
Yeah, thank you, Queensland
Police.
State.
Yes.
No, it's not the police. It's the government, but not the
come
police.
on, it's traffic police.
All right.
They need to meet their quota.
Look, we've all put our hands up and said that we're closet hoons, or some of us.
I'm openly
mate,
about it.
I'm open. I will rip a skid in front of a cop shop if I want to.
No, you won't.
When was the last time you did that, Cody?
No, you won't. $100.
I did it in front of a.
Cody Morrison, when was the last time you did that?
I did it in front of a police officer at a train station, and I knew he was there.
Then what happened?
I got my car impounded
You did no, seriously?
for 90 days.
So you've legit
So
hooning?
I'm just going to jump
I did
in
it.
here and say
I
this
was
is
young.
a
Cool.
classic example of why car guys are the worst.
No, we're the best.
The actual
We never cheat. You know why?
worst.
We spend more time on our cars than our
more
women.
time. Well, what is it that Shania
It's
Twain
true.
says?
We ain't got no
I
time.
can't believe you kiss your car at night.
I don't.
I can't
Like-
believe you put your
What?
feet on my
What
dashboard.
for? Why would you kiss your car?
No,
goodnight?
anyway, if you do that, it's funny. Have you seen
Well,
the YouTube clips
sometimes
of
you
people
smack
putting
the
their feet on the
No.
dashboards when the airbags go off?
Oh,
If you
Yeah,
want a
that's
girl
bad.
to get her
Pelvis.
ankles around her ears,
pelvis is
You just
broken.
gotta-
crash your car while her feet are on the dashboard. Quickest
I've
way
seen
to
the
get her
photos.
feet behind her head.
Pelvis is broken. Too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
First of all, that's disgusting.
What?
Second of all, car guys are the worst.
No, we're not.
Change
Do you know
my
car-
mind.
Change your mind.
Change it. Oh, good question.
We don't cheat. You know why? Because we spend most of our time on our cars. We ain't got time to
Not cheating.
go cheat. We're spending it building our cars, breaking our cars,
All right.
taking you on sexy dates.
But
on
it's a
our
serious
cars.
question, Cody. You're a car guy and you're a bit of a hoon.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes you a better driver than the normal A to B commuter on the road?
What makes me a better driver?
Yeah.
Because I've done advanced driver training.
Does that? Okay, good.
That
I think I
100%
like
was
that.
not my question.
What? Your question was you're
What-
you're
no, you got to justify why we're the worst.
why are you the worst?
Give us a reason why we're the worst.
I've dated car guys. I work with car guys.
Yeah.
Car guys are only concerned about their car.
No. We're
Not
not talking
always.
about cars. We're talking about driving etiquette and road rules. We're not talking about what we think about car guys.
I've changed it. I've flipped the script.
Explicit.
So you just want to talk about
Welcome to the
why
other side,
car
guys.
guys are bad.
Yeah.
How about empathy towards other drivers, regardless if you're a car?
Maddie
guy or
agrees
not?
with me. Car guys are the worst.
You probably
You know
dated
what?
dickheads.
I know
That's why.
I know a few people
Were
say
they driving
dating
Commodores?
Sorry,
Sorry,
soldiers
mate.
is worse.
I've got a Grange. man.
AJ's.
Yeah,
different.
AJ's
It's different.
dating AJ's is worse. And guess what? I'm both. So
Wait, hang on. So this is a public announcement.
Yes.
Don't date Sarge because he's a former soldier car guy.
yes, that's true.
He's actually the nicest guy in the world, but
Not the nicest
Can be,
guy in the
can
world.
be.
But I've had my moments. But here's the thing: empathy for other road users. No, okay. So L plates and P plates. Okay. Do you give
Maddie
them-
just straight up says most guys are the worst.
Yeah, there you go. Is Maddie dating women?
Is-
Because
Maddie-
that's
Maddie
probably a good
dating
thing to
women?
do.
Sounds like a woman for
No, but
Sarge.
hey,
I'm about Maddie. Maddie's my girl.
I was going to say there's just as there's I'm not going to say there's as many female.
Molly
car
says car guys and
guys out
soldiers
there.
are often the same guys.
I just said they were,
Oh.
didn't I? No, but empathy. Okay, so L plates and P platers, do you not give them a little bit more time and
Oh,
space and
yeah.
effort because you know that they're not very
No,
experienced, right?
definitely.
Okay,
But-
so do you give them, or do you
But-
do you tailgate them and pressure them? Or?
I give them space, but at the same time, a learner plate,
Yeah.
a learner driver.
Yep.
Who's sitting in that passenger seat?
That makes it. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're not
sitting
driving
in
the
that
car though, mate.
No, but who's sitting in that passenger seat
Because
telling
they've-
them what to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have the experience. So the person in the passenger seat, yes, has the open license and has experience to drive a car. That's like me, you telling me how to DJ and I'm standing there. I've got no fucking idea.
I can teach you in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but my point is you can't do that. So you can't tell a learner driver to go here quickly and do this and do that, and they can't react as fast as
No,
you can
no,
react.
but
No,
that
but
that
get out of
adult
that right lane.
passenger, okay,
Yeah.
has the ability to understand because of their experience. At what level that learner driver should they be on the motorway yet, or are they still just negotiating these the suburban
Suburbs,
streets?
Yeah, there's a lot
okay?
of people that have P plates and off their Ps that shouldn't be on the highway half the time with how they're driving. But that comes down to, again, driver training and etiquette.
Yeah, I think everyone should do an advanced driver course.
Firstly,
You take your own
Firstly, I think there
and they
needs to
teach you how to
be.
do it.
I think there needs to be some sort of investigation on the way that that driving instructors are teaching,
Oh.
because I don't know that they're
get
not
training?
teaching. They're
But
not
do
teaching.
they get training to teach?
Yeah,
I don't
have-
think they
have to
do.
something. I know a trainer. I can probably ask him.
Yeah,
I'll
but
find out.
yeah, but to what extent is their training? Are they getting like training with mental, like people that have mental illnesses as well, like that are trying to learn to drive?
Just because you
to
know
deal
how to
with that.
drive doesn't mean you're a good teacher.
No, exactly.
Exactly. So I've got a big one here. Do you think it's important, whichever country you're in, whichever country you drive in, do you think it's important that the people that get licenses to drive in those countries, whether they were born there or they've come in from overseas and they're immigrants or whatever, need to understand the language that the road rules are written and that the road signs are in?
Yes.
So that's a yes. What do you think?
I'm not going to get
Ziggy?
into this one. This one can open up an absolute can of shit.
Yes.
To be quite honest, because then it goes into, everyone has to speak the same language and they have to, read and write English and so on and so
No,
forth.
but someone coming over here and they can't read a sign that says keep left. The fuck are they going to do?
Well, what we're saying is you can
Why
pretty
the
much
fuck
look
have
at
they
the,
got a
you can look at the
license?
sign and
You can-
interpret it, right?
You can
You're
do the
Yeah.
driving test. You can do the driving test in multiple different languages. You don't need to be proficient in English yet. Most of our road signs and that are written in
Yeah.
English, not just the ones that have an arrow here or roundabout there. We're talking ones keep left unless overtaking. If they can't read that, then they're sitting in the right hand lane. They don't know what to do.
What does the Ford sign say when you're driving in country roads and so on?
the Ford?
It actually says Ford. You know what it
Maddie
stands
has said, okay, be honest. Do you pay more attention to the road if you see a baby on board sticker nearby?
for? 100%.
No.
I'm a dad, so
You're a
You're a dad,
I've
you're a
got kids in the car
stay-at-home
all the time.
dad.
Okay, this is a good one. The baby on board sticker for me, I don't care if you've got a baby on board your car. I will respect you the same as any other road user. But that sign to me means if I see that car in an accident, I'm going to try and go to that baby first. If I know that there's a baby on board,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
that car's in an accident, I'm going to be going because they're the ones who can't get out of the car themselves or whatever. They're the ones that are going to
Yeah,
need
definitely.
assistance first, right?
Mm.
And I think everyone would agree. But when I see a baby on board sticker on a car driving, I don't respect that car any more or any less than any other car driver on the road because
not?
there's plenty of. Why not?
Why not? Tell
Because
me around. Why not?
what's more okay when you're just driving on the road?
Yep.
Okay. When you're in an accident, baby, they can't fend for themselves. They need assistance. But when
Yeah.
they're just strapped up, sleeping in the back of a car,
Yeah, but why?
right?
Yeah.
Why is that vehicle any more important on the road than any other vehicle?
Well, you know why? It's because kids scream and cry in the car and they ask for stuff all the time.
Mhm.
You should-
Okay. No.
I'm not going to say
I'm a
that.
dad.
no.
You're not a dad.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm not going to say that. No.
I'll tell you. So they're always asking for something. They're
Yep.
dropping something. Hey, mummy,
Yep.
daddy, look at this, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know it.
All the time.
Yeah.
So
all the time.
you're distracted.
Okay, so it's okay to be
Okay.
distracted
No,
on the
no,
road.
no,
and-
that's not where I'm getting at.
Yeah, so
okay,
where you
you're
getting
jumping
at?
ahead here, mate.
No,
Where I'm getting at
Come
is
on.
you're a distracted driver trying to do the best you can with your kids in the car. So you're trying to make sure they're safe, you're safe, and everyone around you is safe. I'm looking at everything a lot, probably 50 times more than what he is. I spot more
So
because I'm so observant. What I'm saying is, if
Yep.
I'm observant to everybody else, give me the courtesy of being observant to me as well. If you see,
I
that
don't
I've
need
got
to
up
be
on the
any
windows, whatever,
more observant than you than any other, because there could be someone who's got mental health illness driving a car. They got no sign up on their car to say that I've got mental health illness. You know, they might be, they might get anxiety driving in traffic and stuff like that. I'm going to give you the same space and distance as any other car on the road. Okay. If you're driving and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've got baby on board sign at all. I'm still going to keep my distance and my time and space because I don't want to crash my car into yours if you all of a sudden turn off because you're distracted by this. Or think about how many signs you see people on the back of their car saying, I'm using my mobile phone whilst driving, because they're going to be just as distracted as you if you've got kids and they are on their mobile phone, right? So and I guess being a motorcycle rider also helps me be more alert because I'm
sorry guys, I'm
so
just going to
vigilant.
jump here.
Yeah, of course
Maddie
you are.
is my hero. Okay, be honest. Should babies have licenses? But then we've got
Now she's
Molly
taking
come
the
back
piss.
with Maddie, babies should not be driving.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Molly.
thanks.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with you both, Maddie. You're
taking
my
the piss.
hero.
No, that's cool. So look, and there's no disrespect to parents that have their kids in their cars,
He's
and
not
that's
a
fine.
father. He doesn't understand.
All I
Like,
say
when-
is, you
when
just,
I'm the same as
I'm
you.
a father, so I don't understand.
I said you're not a father. You don't understand.
I'm not a father, so I don't understand. Is that what I meant? Yeah,
I've got a fast car. I drive it fast.
that's
with
not
my-
fast.
we've all got
Sorry, mate, it's
fast
not
Mate,
cars.
I
Okay,
don't- I
Tracy
will
Chapman,
be-
calm down.
Mate, we've all
I will
got
be-
It's a Sirocco, people. It's not quick.
we've all got fast cars.
Ah,
But the thing is, we can only get to the speed limit and drive the speed limit legally.
yeah, you're legally, but
Yeah.
with my daughter in the car, I'm aware of everything.
Yep.
I'm as much as I can be.
Yep.
I'm the same stance with you.
Yeah.
Try and give
Thank
me
you.
try.
Where's your baby car in the car sign on your car?
I
you
don't
don't
put
have
it
one?
there.
Do you have
Why?
one?
Because I don't put stickers.
I don't put one on. I've actually, what you work out when you're a dad is there's always like sunshades on the back windows.
Yep.
On the side.
Yep.
So even that's hard to
Oh,
see.
mate,
Yeah.
So there's a good way to tell. Like, yeah,
like I was
I think
literally following
not-
a guy on
not-
the way here this afternoon.
not give you like 100%. Like I'd be like, oh
I don't
shit,
have a fast
better-
car, Molly.
I
Sorry.
better not drive past or overtake you or anything like that.
I have a brain.
I won't do that. I'll be like, all right, well, I'm going to kind of keep my distance, or I'm going to try and get the fuck away from you quicker,
sounds right.
What about road rage?
so I'm not near you quicker in case shit happens.
Who's
Road
okay? Have you been in a road rage incident on the road?
Well, depends on who's the person
No.
raging.
Well,
Well, it's
either,
true, right?
either them or you.
Oh, there's always a time you're gonna put your finger up and go, oh, you know, screw you. Blah blah.
But have you
blah,
done
blah.
worse?
Yeah.
Have you gotten out? Have you flogged someone?
No, I'm not gonna get out of the car before.
Have you nearly killed someone?
Hang on, no, hang on.
No.
If you're gonna get out of the car for road rage, you need help.
What if they're getting out of the car coming at you first? They
Well, you're
start
still in the
smashing your
car, aren't you?
But they're smashing your car.
It's
What
in
the fuck
fucking
you gonna
short,
do?
mate. Who gives a shit?
Ah, get out, flog them.
Oh, $500. You wanna
Holden
go to jail
versus
for
Ford.
$500?
Who are better drivers?
They hit you
Holden.
first.
Because Ford's always
Did
fucking
you say
broken.
Holden or Ford?
Ford's always broken.
Oh god,
Holden.
we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Lancey's won
There's
more.
a thing called Bathurst.
Has he won?
Brocky
Has
won
Lancey
more.
won more Bathurst driving a Falcon or driving a Commodore? I think
That
it's
doesn't
I think
matter.
it's 4-3.
Europeans.
Yeah, but he turned Cody. He went from one team to the other for money. So
Well, hang
Cody,
on, and then
you
went
mean
back,
Sarge?
and then went back for
No,
money,
Lancey.
and then went back for money too. He could have walked away from Red Bull if he wanted.
I'm
wanted to
neither
keep with
Ford or Holden.
here we go. I got a question.
Go. Hey, no, I haven't finished with road rage yet. Have you been in a road rage incident? That's
Yes.
your question. And what happened?
He hit me first, and I flogged him back.
Are you talking about punching or cars hitting?
Oh, he's flown off at me, got
Yep.
him out of the car because apparently I fucking cut him off.
Yep.
I call bullshit.
Yep.
Did you
So
wave
he-
and say sorry?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I always wave
All right.
whenever I get in front of someone.
Sorry,
I'll throw a hand
Cody. Where's your chain from?
Oh God.
As someone asked.
Yes.
Oh god. Some jewelry store that sells nice jewelry.
Is it Jonathan?
No, it wasn't Jonathan.
No?
I think it was a Wallace Bishop. I think
All right. Anyway,
it's real silver.
can we bring that back on track? So how did you guys end this?
Cody's got fans.
Scuffle.
Showing restraint makes you more of a man, Cody.
I am a lover, not a hater. But when someone's coming at my car and starts hitting my car, I've got a problem with you. And if you hit me first, I will flog you the fuck back. Simple as that. You hit me first, I will fucking do everything in my power to stop you from hitting me more.
So they'll start it, but you'll end it.
Exactly. So I've done my security course, stuff like that. I can use lesser or same amount of force on someone that uses it on me. So if someone's hit me with a baseball bat, I'll try not to hit them with a baseball bat, but I'll try and flog them to the point that they can't
All right,
continue
so-
flogging me.
We've worked out that Cody's pretty big and tough, and he's gonna.
No, it's not
gonna
about
finish
being
it.
big
Road
and
Rage
tough.
101
You're actually
here,
a nice
Cody.
guy.
It's
so
not about being big and tough. It's
standing
about-
up for your possessions and your rights as a road user.
And someone hits me first, I'm going to hit them back.
How about
Self-defense.
why do you think road rage happens?
Guess everyone's got
Well,
bad days, right?
Well, it depends. The guy that did it to me was on gear, and I could tell. Meth
Right.
mouth.
Of course, you can, boss.
So for me,
Yep.
I learned from my dad. how
Oh
to
God,
drive.
I've met your dad.
Right. So I learned how to drive
Yep.
from my father, and I figured
Same.
out. Like, I spent my I was the person that would get out of my car and have a go at someone. I was that person.
You're a feisty one.
I've never gotten
100%.
out of my car and had a
No, I've
go
got-
at someone.
I have.
But when someone's done it to me, I'll get out.
Yeah. See, I've had that, but I've also
Don't
had
try
it,
and be big and tough to
right.
me.
So I've also had it done to me.
Yeah.
Right. So I've had it like
That's
vice
bullshit.
versa. No, well, no, not really.
Was it a guy though?
Doesn't matter.
No, but was it?
See, I don't believe in that. Doesn't matter.
I think
Whether it's a
for
guy,
me,
whether it's a girl, if I display aggressive qualities, it
Mm.
doesn't matter whether you're male or female, right? To me, in my
yeah,
view.
to you, yeah.
Different podcast. So my thing was I learned the way I drove quite aggressively actually from my father, not in a negative way. He was able to handle the road as he's gotten older. That's pretty scary.
Mhm.
Pretty scary.
Yep.
But then I get older. But like I literally spent like my 18, 25-year-old kind of like stuff, turn that off.
Oh,
like
no.
like spaces. Like no, you can't
Stop
have
it.
me right now. Stop it. Hang on, turn that down. Off. So I would I spent those years, like say from the age of like 18 to 25,
Mhm.
being quite an aggressive driver
Yeah.
as a female, because I learnt that from my mum wasn't like an aggressive driver at all. It was my dad.
Mm.
So
When you say aggressive, because we all talk
Cutting people
about
off.
we are on purpose,
Well,
cutting
no,
people off on purpose just
absolutely
to
not.
piss them
And
off,
you
or
never-
just to
but you
get
never
through
do.
No,
traffic.
just get through.
So you're just
like,
trying to get through traffic.
Oh,
so
I'm
you
like
see
an
a gap,
evasive
so
driver.
you
You
see
say
a gap, you're going to
aggressive.
take it.
100%, yeah.
If you
Pole
see a
position
gap
driving,
and you
got it,
know
yeah.
you can get there, you're
Yeah.
going to take it no matter what
Yep.
the fucking anyone else
And
that
if I
goes,
saw the opportunity
"Ooh."
to be first at the lights, I'd take it.
oh yeah.
100%.
So there's defensive driving,
Yeah.
but I've called that offensive driving.
Mm.
And I learnt to drive in Queensland, but then I moved to Sydney. And if you're a defensive driver in Sydney, you will get cut off all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So I've learnt to be an offensive driver to make sure that you've got just enough space in between other cars and traffic where
Survival.
you can
Yeah, yeah.
be where you need to be to make where you need to go, right?
I'll find
so-
a gap and take it.
Yeah, but you got to do
I
it.
do the same thing.
So here's the thing: if you can make a lane change or make it out through an intersection or whatever without other drivers having to take evasive action, actually having to change the way that they're driving or stop,
Oh yeah.
then you're okay, right? But
Yeah.
if other people are having to hit the brakes or having to swerve for you or whatever, well then you're not giving way.
I do it where, because my car's a lot smaller than obviously yours two cars,
Yeah.
where I can get into gaps where I know I'm going to be fine without you having to brake.
Yeah, but the
So you're
other
not
thing
gonna
is too.
slam
The
into
other
me.
thing is
So
too that
that's
person,
on that driver too.
but that other person doesn't know how skillful you are or whether you're going to stall it and they're going to hit you or not. Like
when
you can't
someone's
stall your
taking
car, but
when someone's taking a small gap, you kind of know that they're a lot.
when they see your number plate, they know you're a driver.
See, but I think then you said like you drove in Sydney
Mhm.
and like I don't know where you guys are driven, but I grew up in the country.
Yep.
I grew up on paddock. So I know how to drive a car. I know how to drive through a paddock. But coming onto the road, like where I got my driver's license, there weren't many cars. We didn't have any traffic lights. So then coming to Brisbane for me and driving was a bit of a culture shock, right?
For sure.
Because there's traffic lights, there's multiple lanes, there's roundabouts, there's
So
You
would you
know.
say a really good way to do that would be to have a more proficient driver drive you around as a passenger? You be a passenger first, then you can be sitting in the passenger seat going, wow, this is a bit, it's a bit intimidating. There's a lot more traffic on the road. I'm not used to this. And you would slowly get to know that.
That brings it back to the driver training.
well,
I
I just think I'm a safe driver
I just
because
think
I'm
everyone,
slower. I'm never in a rush to get for me, my
Yeah.
motto when I'm driving is always like, well, it's better I get there alive
Then crash
Then
on your way.
on time.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
be a bit late.
if I'm a bit late because I've taken the time to like let
Yeah.
people in or do whatever else, then I don't
But
like
here's the
that
thing.
doesn't worry me.
But that's the thing. People today, most people leave the house. They wake up at the last minute. They get the minimum amount they need to get done before they go. Like women doing makeup. Maybe some men doing makeup in the car on the way to work. Like you stopped at a set of lights, you're sitting there doing
That's
your makeup
so
in your mirror. You
dangerous.
put your mirror visor down, you're doing your makeup, and then all of a sudden
I
the
can't
cars are
talk.
taken off in front of you. And then beep, and then you're like, get fucked, whatever. And it's like, well, hang on.
You're doing
like,
the wrong thing.
Exactly. So
it's not a fucking bathroom.
Hey, there's guys that I've seen. What about Mr. Bean who has a shave and brushes his teeth while he's driving his car?
Hey, I've been
pretty cool.
Last 2 days. Well, today I've been brushing my teeth while driving.
Yep.
After drinking, I've got my teeth whitened, so that.
Congrats.
Question from Bethany: do you blokes show empathy or consideration for less confident drivers on the road? Please be honest and give examples.
I brought this up just earlier when I said there was, when I asked the question of being empathetic to other drivers. So
yeah, well, I brought up. So obviously, I brought up L platers and P platers, but I think Bethany might be meaning. No, there's no signs. There's no kiddies on the car in the car sign.
But how are we meant to know that they're not as confident driver? We can't.
I think. Well, I think you can tell somebody is not as confident, or someone who's not maybe doesn't know the area, and that's just by the way they drive, like the way the cars.
Not all.
No, but I think if you're a good driver, if you're a car enthusiast, would you say that you can read other cars a little bit better than just your?
Yeah.
Do you think though that being a car enthusiast makes you a good driver?
No,
I don't. No, not just.
There's some shit drivers that are enthusiasts.
Yeah. There's so many guys that think they're awesome drivers. They're car enthusiasts. They build their cars. They modify their cars or whatever.
And
they're actually shit drivers. Like I said before, there are guys and girls that just literally use their car, start it, they drive it, they get the mechanics to service. All they do is put fuel in it. They wouldn't even know how to check the air in the tires.
You mean the 710 cap?
The 710 cap, right? But it doesn't necessarily make them bad drivers. There's quite a lot of good drivers that are just commuters.
So I would
are you going to show
say
empathy?
Am I going to show empathy for
empathy
for somebody? Empathy for somebody who's just driving, like normally obeying the road rules and everything. Well, I mean, there's no need to show empathy or not empathy. I just drive. We drive. There's no.
Yeah. Well,
we just drive.
I wouldn't say it's
driving. Showing
empathy
empathy for someone who you can see is struggling.
That's what I think Beth was trying to get.
So Beth's actually in the studio. Do you mean someone who's struggling, doesn't really know where they're going, or maybe they're a bit intimidated?
No.
No?
No, I don't. I mean, anyone. It could be someone who has just started driving, or it could be someone who couldn't afford driving lessons, or it could be someone who's stressed because their maps is
If you couldn't afford driving lessons, though, you shouldn't have your driver's license.
But
regardless of that.
Because you're meant to do lessons.
Where you've grown up in poverty and you need to get a job and you've found yourself a car and you need to get to work because you've got shit to pay for. You've got to pay for rent. You're not going to just get off the road because someone's going to get pissed off at you. You're going to drive to fucking work, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys show empathy to drivers who have a different style of driving to you?
I do.
I just get the fuck away from them.
Or do you get up in their grill? Or do you bully them on the road?
Nah, I don't like.
Be honest.
I'm not a tailgater or a flasher or a honker or anything like that. I just get the fuck away from you.
The only time I flash is when there's cops. I warn everybody. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. $100 fine. Give it to me.
Yeah,
I'll make someone else's day better.
I got this one. I am empathetic most of the time, but so somebody's driving in the right-hand lane. There's like nobody in the left-hand lane. They're literally just sitting and driving in the right-hand lane, and I've come up.
I know. I've been in the car with you.
Yeah. I don't flash them and I don't toot them or anything like that. I will get but if
I've been there.
But if you've noticed, if there's now no way for them to just say they come up to some traffic and they can't move left, I back off.
Oh, yeah.
But then I'm predicting, okay, now they've passed that car and there's no one in the right lane. I'm predicting, because this is what road rules are there for, I'm predicting that person is now going to move into the left lane so I can then accelerate and go past them at the GPS 100-kilometer-hour speed limit, right? And if they don't, I turn my lights on if they're not already on. I wait. I give them that opportunity to move. If they don't move, I then put my high beam on, because half the time these people aren't even looking in their rearview mirror. If they only just look in their rearview mirror and go, "Oh shit, there's a car behind me," then they move over. And I give them so there's 30 seconds. Our lights on 30 seconds. I get up close, ready to pass them. It's tailgating because it's within 2 seconds. Absolutely, I'll agree with that, because I'm waiting for them to move over so I can accelerate past them. And then if they don't, I will then have to move across to the left lane and then accelerate past them.
What style do you have?
That's what I do.
This is what I want to. I want to ask is why.
I think that's empathy.
All right, empathy.
To a point.
Okay, so car enthusiasts, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they have these fines drifting. Let's talk about it.
We're going to go hooning now.
Hooning?
Well, it's not hooning. It's drifting, right?
It's
a sport.
Is it?
It's a sport.
Oh, do you mean on the racetrack?
Yeah.
That's a sport.
Okay.
Is it on the road? That's hooning.
Right.
Yeah.
Speeding, you can do it safely on the racetrack.
Okay. So
on the road, it's
hooning.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's hooning.
Either way.
Yeah.
I don't care about it. I don't. Yeah.
You don't
But-
care to speed?
No, I'll speed when I want to.
Yeah.
who-
But I won't have my kids in the car with my partner. If I want to do it, I'll do it myself.
What about other road users? Aren't you putting them at risk,
Late at
regardless
night,
of who's in your
Late
car?
at night, anyone on the roads, highway?
Don't get
Well,
me wrong. Like I know.
I know you do it. I know Cody
Yeah.
does it. I'll openly admit that if I
Yep.
want to actually do it, I'll do it. But there's a limit to where you go to. But what I'm trying to say is people want to go and drift the cars, right?
Yep.
So the cops are there. They bust you. You know, that's one of their main
Do the
things.
crime, do the time.
100%. Then why are they trying to shut down Archerfield Speedway?
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's no
bullshit.
okay.
Nah, and have all these people that don't have anywhere to go. They had 20,000
I agree.
petitions to keep it open.
Yep.
And it's because people go, hey, that's a nice place to live in. We'll buy land there near a
Mm.
drift track. It happened to Lakeside also.
Okay, so Lakeside did reopen, luckily for a lot of us car enthusiasts, but it's still a lot of restrictions. I don't mind that the cars have to be quieter. That's okay.
No, but they're trying to get people leaving on trailers too.
Yeah, they do. The cops sit there and wait.
And
So
flog
they
'em,
bait 'em.
give them fines on trailers. Cars on trailers that are race cars, giving them fines. I got a mate that got a fine.
I
for
don't
it.
understand how that
I don't
can happen.
understand it.
They
either,
wait
but they're
everywhere.
just
All right.
trying.
I can tell you that since I joined a racing car club through with a CAMS affiliated club or AASA or racers license up here in Queensland, I've got way less speeding tickets when I've actually had the ability to take my car out to either the drag strip or the circuit. Okay, because now I get my fix out legally on a racetrack where you've got all the safety equipment, the road surface is awesome, and you're out there driving with other car enthusiasts that actually have respect for their cars and your car as well. And so it's definitely something we need to keep help, like wanting people to do. These guys that go out to Mount Nebo, Mount Glorious, and like crash their
They
cars.
do
because-
that.
They do because
they don't
they
have
don't
places.
yeah,
to go.
no, I totally agree. And every time they shut down a racetrack, it's going to be even more hooning.
Yeah.
And I'm not justifying
but-
hooning. I'm not justifying it. But what
not
I'm saying
even,
is,
not even that as
we
well.
need a place to release.
Yeah,
and-
talking about that,
absolutely.
not just drifting and that. Trying to do a burnout. You go put a skid pad on your property, you can still get fucking done
They
because
used to-
that smoke leaves your property.
It's
you get done
EPA
for it.
stuff.
They
Yeah,
had
it's
a
EPA
burnout
stuff.
comp up at, I think it was Deception Bay or Redcliffe a while ago,
Yeah.
many years back.
Yeah.
Pay to enter.
Mm.
It was amazing.
Do you
Yeah.
remember Race Wars?
Yeah, but hang on.
Out of Bridge to Nowhere.
Guess what
Oh,
happened?
that was illegal.
Cop-
I know.
The council didn't give a fuck though.
Yeah, it went on
It's
for
not
years.
The
No,
police
but
didn't
it's-
care.
Well,
They
that's
rocked
not.
up
That's
and they
not.
just
That's
watched.
All right. So look, we've covered a lot of issues and topics here today. Look, I think the biggest thing is like I said, we want to try and keep safe. All right. I mean, we didn't even touch on drink driving or anything like that, right? Or drug driving. So, but safety definitely. And being able to predict where other people are on the road and what they're doing, but road respect for other people. That's a big one. So if you want to go on speed and you're doing it, I've had cops say to me, if you want to go and do burnouts and doers, go up to the pine forest up north and go and out the middle of nowhere. And if you wrap your car around a tree, you're not going to hurt anybody. I've had cops say that.
I
If you
think-
come and do it in the middle of the suburbs, of course they're going to defect you or
Yeah.
nab your car, take you for hooning or whatever.
I do think
No, I
just
agree with that.
more people need to be more aware on the road.
I think the
And-
road rules need to be. There's so many road
Yeah.
rules that people don't even know exist, like how to indicate off and onto a roundabout.
Yeah.
And that changes from state to state too, because you've got interstate people always crossing the borders, and then there's slight little
I
differences.
think it's mandatory everyone do an advanced driving course. Mandatory.
Yeah.
Well, it should be part of school, hey?
Oh, look, honestly,
yes.
if we want to go into
100%.
this, this is what I'm going to say.
Driver school.
We
in
need
your
to bring
school.
back national
Do it.
service the year after everyone finishes year 12. All right. And we're
No,
within
in
that
high
national
school.
service. No, national service. Everyone spends 1 year doing national service, serve their country. It doesn't have to be
That's
military
against the
based.
Constitution of 1901 too.
Doesn't
by the
have to
way.
be again. It doesn't know because
Civil enlistment. You're not allowed to. They can't do it.
they can change the constitution. Anyway,
Let's see, hey?
bring on Australia Day next week. So, all right. Look, thanks for the chat, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for
Thanks for
coming in.
having us.
We're going to
Thanks for
race
having us.
home.
I'll be
And,
yours.
I'm in a
and
chaos sound
look,
good.
thanks, Nat, for joining us, and everybody else that had questions. Hopefully, we answered them. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you on the next podcast. Take it easy.
Keep left with some.
Keep living with